All right, all right, all right. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Happy terrific Tuesday to everyone. It is August 2nd, so it's a new month, and we're going to continue the series of landing pages. And I'm dealing with a different setup here because I have a monitor right here in front of me. You guys probably see me better now, more light going on. And then I have a big monitor. I didn't want to swear real quick there, but I have a big monitor right here. So if you see me looking up and down, because I'm going to be showing you guys some awesome stuff today. And so bear with me because I got to move this screen a little bit around here. So let me do this. I'm trying to move stuff around. Okay. All right. So now, let me see if I can see down here. See the comments. Oh, what's going on, Nate? How you doing today? How you doing, buddy? All right. So this is what we're doing. And I'm going to minimize this because I don't need to see myself. And I will in a little bit. Okay, so I'm getting this set up over here because we have some awesome stuff to talk about today. And if you guys have been following the series, and I apologize because I haven't put up the new stuff yet, or the old stuff in the section. And I'm slurring. I'm sorry because I'm sucking on Jolly Rancher right now. But anyways, I'm going to be putting up all the other stuff in a few where you'll see all the past stuff that I've done. So that way you guys can go back, and if you guys need to re-see it and all that kind of stuff, you'll be able to have the links and you'll be able to see the videos for it. So we'll be able to put all that stuff there and you guys will be able to see it. So you guys will have no problems with that. I'll have all that stuff for you. But tonight, a lot of people are asking, about the opt-in forms and stuff like that. And I want to be able to show you guys. There's 3 different ways to do it. Tonight I'm only going to show you 2 because there's really only 2 reasons. There's only 2 ways that you should be doing it. And there's really, if you're really into statistics and conversions and all that kind of stuff, then there should be only one way that you should be doing it. And tonight we're going to be showing you that one way. But the first way I'm going to show you is the quickest way. And that's if you don't care about your conversions and all that kind of stuff. If you're just wanting to hurry up and put a quick opt-in form in there real quick, and then we'll deal with that. But then we're going to show you the real way that how you should be dealing with it, because in this way you can split test everything and you can deal with it, do your all your testing, and you can basically know which ones are converting the best, and you'll be able to get all your leads and all this other kind of stuff. There's a lot of stuff that goes on with this. So just in this section in itself that I'm going to be showing you guys, this probably might even run into 2-3 days by itself. So, but depending upon how I want to do it, depends upon how we do this, because there's sections on this that will deal with websites, and then there's also sections on this that will deal with blogs, because I know there's some of you out there that like to deal with blogs, and then there's also some of you guys out there that like to deal with websites. So we're going to go ahead and jump on in it, because that's what I do, right? Because I don't want to keep talking, talk, right? So let's go ahead and get in it. And let me go ahead and see if there's how we doing over here. We're doing good. And let me see here. Let me go ahead and go back on that screen so I can share it. All right, so okay, so this is the screen right here that, this is the dashboard that I have right here that I created for me. I'm going to be starting to create my own site that's over here. And what I've done is I'm in my own dashboard right now. And what I'm going to show you over here is I'm actually going to refresh this so you can see what I'm doing. This is absolutely in no way how you should be doing this. I'm only doing this for demonstration purposes, so that you can see what this does, and so that way you guys can say, oh, I want that one. Oh, I want that one. How do you do that one? That's the only reason why I'm going to be showing you this part right here, because otherwise there should be no reason why you should be doing this, because it's way overkill. I'm just letting you know that from now, so that way when you guys see this, you guys are like, oh my God. So anyways, here we go. So as you can just see this, we just had this come down like this, and it fills up the whole screen, right? And I'm sure you've seen these before. And you can either click this little arrow right here, and it will lift up, or I could scroll. This is a scroll filler, right? And then also this one just came in, and this is a time released one. So these are two separate ones. So since this one's laying on top of the other one, I'll go ahead and show you this one. So what this one does is it's a double, it's a multi one. So what it does is this one will show me the tips, and this one will say I don't want to know. If I say show me the tips, instead of this taking me anywhere, it will show me an opt-in immediately as soon as I click it. And there it is. So it's still on the same screen. You still see the stuff behind it. It's right here. It automatically hits it. So now you just fill out your stuff, you get it, and boom, you get your free course or whatever it is, the offer that the person wants to do. But we're going to go ahead and click this little X because that's not what I wanted to do. So now on this one, now this is more of a screen fill. So what it does is this one will, if you click show me now, it just bumps to the next part and it stays on this screen. It doesn't go anywhere. It doesn't take you anywhere. And it just stays right here and just flips. But as you can see, normally a screen filler will have an X, but there's no X because this is just basically a slider, right? So now I could just slide down like that, or I could have just clicked this right here and it will take me up. Now you just seen this new other one just pop in. Now, as you see, I have no content here. So this was supposed to come out within 50% of whatever blog posts or whatever I was doing, and it pops out. So now I have another one that pops out, and then you can put whatever offer, whatever you're doing. It could be something completely different from whatever you're doing. You could be selling ad space on your blog. You could be running. You could be somebody that has tons of traffic coming to your blog or website, and you might want to be selling ad space or whatnot, and you could be using one of these for their stuff. So I don't know. So it's whatever you want to do, and so then that's it. So that's all I have on here. I think I have some posts on here. So I started creating some posts. So we'll preview this one, and you'll see some other stuff that I have on these posts. And let me know if you guys have any questions. Right on. What's up, Anthony? What's going on, brother? So now, as you see, this is a screen fill. As you see this screen fill right here, this right here just covered up the whole page. And as I told you before, on the screen fill, there's a little X right here, and you can actually do it. Now, this was another time released one. This one popped out. And like I told you before, these are overkills. These are just examples so that you guys can see what these do. And then someone will just fill out this out and apply for the whatever offer or opt-in, whatever you're doing, whatever you're using these for. Now, this screen fill right here, all you're doing is going, yes, I want this, and or whatever, and it pops right to the email where you put it in. It doesn't go anywhere. It doesn't switch to anything. Doesn't take 100 million years to download. Doesn't do anything. It just flips just like that. And that, oh, I actually went up a little bit, and so as I was leaving the page, you know how they have those generic looking when you leave the page, it says stop, and it's, some of them are really ugly looking, and they just look like a typewriter typed them, and they just are kind of cheesy. Well, not with EGN. You get to create some cool stuff like this, and I mean, this is a big one, but I mean, you can create them any size, any way that you want, and you can make them look pretty, so that, I mean, so that way somebody who actually really wants to look at it, because every time I see one of those, I think that my computer's getting ready to die or something like that, because you get, the stupid, you guys all know what I'm talking about. So anyways, so we're going to click off this one, and I'm going to click exit off of this, and then now I'm going to look at the rest of it. So now I have a ribbon. Now you guys can get these too. These are ribbons. And this is set up to be loaded as soon as I have a post and everything like that. So you'll see this, and as you see how it sticks up there, it's up there. So if I don't want to see it anymore, I just click X and it's gone, right? So this is one of my posts that I did. And as I come in here, you're going to see an in content one, here's an in content one that's already in here, and it comes after a couple paragraphs. And this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it comes after 5 paragraphs. And the reason why they're 5 paragraphs, because you can see there's a couple spaces in between them. And then this is a widget. You can create your own widgets. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that handsome guy right there. That's what I'm talking about. No, I'm playing. So anyways, so you scroll down, you read the stuff, you read my, you know, whatever I got going on here, right? And you get towards the very bottom here. Is this another one? No. So you get down the bottom. So I have another one here at the bottom one. So here's more of a footer one. So this one comes in towards the end of it, right? So now you can place these anywhere that you want to put these, and that's what's cool for it. And thanks, Renee. Appreciate that. And so you get to put these anywhere that you want in here, and you get to customize it to however that you want it. So basically, whatever style, whatever feel, you know, whatever brand that you want, or just however your feeling is, like, you know, if you want to express yourself in a certain way besides just the marketing way, because I know that there's people out there that do blogging and do stuff, and sometimes you do got to express yourself in a certain way. And so when you're doing that and branding yourself and stuff like that, this gives you a chance to do all that kind of stuff, and it's really cool being able to do that. So now what we're going to do is we're actually going to go in there so you can see how we did all that. So that way, when you guys are looking at your own, you'll be able to do the same thing. So what we're going to do is, like I said before, we're on your own site, because you, like we said, with EGN, you get to create unlimited websites, unlimited blogs, unlimited landing pages. They're actually, that's why we have our stuff called infinite blogging and infinite leads and all that kind of stuff, because we want everything to be unlimited and, you know, infinite. So as you come in here and you come on the right side where all your stuff is, you just come down where the Thrive dashboard is, and you click on the Thrive leads. And once you get into that section, you're going to come into the section, and you're going to see all your rates and impressions and all that kind of stuff, right? You're going to have a section for lead groups. You're going to have a section for lead short codes, and you're going to have for Thrive boxes, sign up segues, and so these are the ones that you're going to work from. Now, if you're creating light boxes, pop-ups, or anything like that, and you're wanting to display those on your landing pages, so like if you have a button and you want somebody to click a button and then all of a sudden a page drops down, the ones that you want to go for are going to be the Thrive boxes, because matter of fact, we'll just do that real quick, just so I can show you, because the in-page content that you saw, like you see how I have one that says front page and blog post. I'll show you. This is why I label things certain ways, so that you guys know where you're placing stuff. So, whoops. All right, so we have the posts right here. So when I open this one up, that's on the post. So whoops, that's on the post. So these are all blog posts, right? And then you can select right here. See these gears? On these, you get to select. I'll just select this one right here. I have just on the front page. So when you guys saw the front page, whoops. It was just this, and then that time released one that came up in the front here in just a second that will come up, right? So that's the one. This is the one that's on the front page. And as you see, when I exit this and I click on my little drop down right here, it will show me a list of all the ones that I could put on this, right? So here's that scroll mat that you saw, right? And then there was, and so that one's turned on. And then where's the other one? The slide in, the light box. Okay, so it's the slide in. The slide in is right here. So that's the other one. And then you have the light box, and that's the light box that you saw. So the slide in was the one that came in after like 50% or something like that, or whatever it was. But anyhow, so these are all the ones that you can have, and you can place them where you want them to go, what pages you want them to be on, and stuff like that. So I always create new groups. So this is my front page group. So whatever I want to show up on that front page, right? So normally you should only have like one, and that would be that scroll mat or whatever other one that you want to show up. But you really only want to have one, because if you have the 50 million that I had going on there, that looks a little weird. So anyways, the next one is you want to go with the blog posts, or I just put blog posts because you'll have a blog with your posts, you know, whatever, or you can just put posts. It doesn't matter. So, and then the next one will be regular pages, and then those will be for like landing pages or whatever you want. So if you're going to have some embedded stuff, but otherwise, if you want to use short codes, then you can use lead short codes, and then basically with those, you can just add a lead group like this and just go, we'll go demo 1. And then what it's going to do, it's going to ask you, it's going to create it right here. So basically you can just copy this right here or just click copy. But otherwise you can just come over here to edit, and it's going to tell you to create a form. Sorry, I was taking a drink. Go demo 1, and then we'll create the form. And now, so now here's our form. You can use this pencil right here to change the name of the form anytime that you want to change it, just in case, so that you know what you're doing. And this little blue pencil is going to let you come over here and edit the form, right? So now you'll come over here and you'll get all of these different styles of forms, all these templates. So now you guys are going probably like, whoa, I didn't know you guys had these, right? And then now you'll have template or multi-step templates as well. So now, like this one right here is, I'll just load it up so you guys can see what it looks like. So like this one says right here, join our free interactive program course, and it has a beginner and an intermediate. And so I'll show you what it does when it loads up. So if you have two separate courses that you want to promote, or you can even have the same one and you just acting like you're leading them to a different spot, but it all just goes to one spot. It depends upon what your strategy is. They can click this and gives the email, right? Same thing with the other one. It does the same thing, just gives the email. Or you can send them straight to a link, or send them straight to a video, or whatever you want to do. Whatever, like we always say, imagine, create, repeat, right? So imagine it, create it, and then just keep repeating the process. You just got to keep staying consistent in whatever you're doing. So now these ones are, when you create these, the short code's right here, right? And it's also on the front. So if you click this little Thrive Leads breadcrumb, or you can just click this too, it doesn't matter. But when you come out of here, you just, when you create these, you can just copy this and then embed it. But now if you create a button and you want to pop up, then you're going to want to use this Thrive box. And I'm going to show you guys this real quick first. This is going to be the first one I'm going to really actually show you guys, and then I'll go from lead groups and then down for the other one first. Okay. So this is the one that mostly everybody uses. So that's why I'm showing you this one first. So this one will be called demo 1. And then we'll come over here, as we see Thrive boxes right here, and we're going to come over to edit, and it's going to ask us to create a form. So we're going to go ahead and create that form. And these ones will have different, you'll see a lot more on this one, because this one actually has a lot more templates for it. So you'll come here and you'll see a bunch of templates for this one. As you can see, there's tons of more on this one. Right. So let's just go ahead and let's just choose. Let's do this one. So you have this one right here. So you have this template, and you can pretty much do whatever you want. So these are all placeholders, and you can use the placeholders to put your own content in there, or you can use the content that's already there and just kind of reword it, or you could just completely destroy this whole template and redo your own. It doesn't matter. So we'll just leave it the way that it is, because you can change this picture by just clicking it and then going to the change image and then uploading your own, or uploading your own by this, or you can actually, if you already have pictures in here, you can use the pictures that you already have, right? So we're just going to leave this one here alone, since that's pretty basic and pretty, I don't know, pretty cut and dry, right? So now if you want to change the words, you don't have to cover all of the words if you want to change the whole thing. But if you want to change just like one word, and if I want to make that ebook like bigger by making it 50, then I can do it that way, right? If I want to just bold this word, I could do it like that. If I want to make this letter a different color, I could do it just like that, right? So that's how you can change this. Everything on this is edited. As you can see, there's a box right around this, and everything in each box that you do, see how this one has its own? You could do each one of them. And as you're in these, as you see on each side of them, you'll see a green and a red. Now, with these green, if I create something that I like, then instead of like, let's just, here, I'll give you an example. Okay, first off, this right side right here is all your elements. This, you could create a whole website using all of these. Okay, so there's everything in here. You got short codes, you got, this is your fast lead generation. This is the one I was telling you about before. This is your first way of doing it. This is your first way of doing it, and it just pops up, but you don't want to use that one because you can't really test. You can't tell who's converting or not. The only way you can do that is by using your autoresponder. This, you can actually use the system to do it. So anyways, you got comments, post grids, lead generation, table of contents, videos, countdown timers, embedded maps. I mean, the list goes on and on and on and on and on. So I'm not going to go through all that right now, but we can just kind of go gradually through it. And eventually we will probably go through most of this when we do the website series and the blogging series and stuff like that. So, but we're just doing this real quick so you guys can get familiar with it. So as I was saying, so if we're creating multiple things, like if I just wanted to create like a list of 3 things, right? 1, 2, 3. And I'm going to create this real quick and just put it right here. So let's just say I created this and I was like, man, I like this. But the only thing I got to do is create, I just want to change this free to something different. But I don't want to write all of that all over again. I just basically do that and keep doing that. So now I duplicate it real quick. Now I say I want to make that one. Whoops. And if you come off of it like that, if you're doing one word and then you come off by a second and then you go on it, you're going to change the whole word by change. You see what I'm saying? You're going to change the whole word. So you don't want to do that. And you also have a back button right here so you can undo it. So click on it to get your little text icon thing blinking off and on. Make sure the word that you want is covered. Make sure you click this the way that you want it, right? And then you're done. Okay, so now you just did what you wanted to do. You were able to duplicate it. It saved you a bunch of time, and you didn't have to worry about doing all that. You didn't have to worry about rewriting it and doing, you know, treacherous work or anything like that. So, and the cool thing is you could do this with complete pages too. And the other cool thing is you'll see this content template. If you're making a bunch of these, right? And you're really wanting to, you're like, man, you know something, I just created this thing and it was pretty awesome. And I want to create another one, or just these pieces right here, just this, like if I hover over this just a little bit, like right there. So now, as you can see, it's covering the whole thing, right? So as you could tell, that was the whole element, right? Because when I came over here, I brought these 1, 2, 3s over here, that try element over here, right? Let me delete these down here. So that's that whole element right there. So if I wanted to just copy just that element, so if I was on another page, so I can reuse that same one so I don't have to do it again, all you got to do is get on it, click it, and sometimes, you know, when you click this X to get off of that, to close this, and sometimes you hit this one right here, And you're like, I didn't mean to do that. Well, when you do that, if you name that temp or this whatever it is, you can save it. And then once you save it, it will save right here on the content templates. So I have 2 of them right here. I don't know what they are. So let's go find out what they are. So this one is, all right, so I got this one. And these are, the reason why it's not scrolling down is because this is only supposed to be a small template. We're only supposed to have enough room for for what do you call it? for this for this light box. So, and we're trying to do a whole page, and that's not supposed to happen. So we're not doing that. So I'll show you all that later on when we do when we go back into the opt-in page in here in a second. So we're closing that off. We're doing this. The elements in editing in boxes is one of the things I've had to get used to. I have more practice than, yeah, the more that you guys mess around with this stuff, the faster you guys are going to get with it. And I'm telling you guys, sometimes people always say that you guys have a learning curve to something. And I'll tell you guys what, no matter what you guys do, if you guys are using something and then you're really used to it, and then you go to something that's different, regardless of if it's easy or hard. I mean, you guys could go to something that's really, really, really super easy, and then all of a sudden, you could leave something and then go to something that's super easy, and it would still be a learning curve just because it's different. It's not the same, See, and see, now Renee loves it, and she loves it because not only once you get past that little bit of a learning curve, it becomes super easy, it becomes super fast, but not only is it fast, is you could duplicate everything that you're doing, and you get to create anything that you could put your mind to. And that's the greatest thing about it. You're not limited what you can do. So if you're a designer out there and you really want to start creating stuff, or if you want to start creating awesome websites for people, or even start selling landing pages to people, or doing funnels for people, I mean, this gives you the opportunity to start doing stuff like that. It gives you a chance to do another something else besides just doing the same thing over and over and over again. And I'm not saying the same thing over and over and over again is bad or not, but it doesn't allow you to grow all the time. So this gives you a chance to grow. It gives you a chance to be able to expand your horizons, and it gives you opportunities for anything that happens in the future for anything that you do. I mean, there's certain things that certain companies can't provide you, and we are looking to hopefully be able to provide everything that you guys need to make sure that you guys are successful in any journey that you take down the road. So anyways, so with that being said, we're going to look at this. Okay, so we've gotten everything we've done that we want on this. We want to center this. We're like, okay, we're going to center it. We want to center this, so we're trying to make it look all nice, right? And now we come to the point where we want to fill this part out, right? So we want to make sure that this is taken care of. And so what you do is you come over here. All you got to do is just click on this. It's a big square. This whole thing is a square. You just click on it, and you're going to get the gray box like normal. And oh, by the way, I'm going to tell you guys this right now, is sometimes when you guys are texting stuff, right, when you guys are typing in stuff, and then there's going to be a box. If you guys are copying stuff or covering stuff, you'll see a box that pops up right here, or it'll pop up right here, and it'll drop this down, and all of a sudden it covers up what you were just looking at. If you have to, just take this right here and move it up. You see how this moves? And if you guys didn't know that, I bet you that will save a lot of heartache, because I believe it was Renee Sullivan that showed me that, because I didn't even know that. And I was like, yeah! So anyways, so you're going to come over here and you're going to click on Edit Components. And once you do that, it's going to give you what you can basically edit in here. So most of the time, you're just going to be clicking on the Submit button, and you can edit your words. Like this one says download ebook, and if you want to keep it at 18 and that big, you can, or you can make it bigger, so you can make the words bigger like that, right? So now we'll click on it again, and now we're going to connect it to our internet autoresponder service, right? Here's our autoresponder service. We're going to create the new connection. Let me see if I have an autoresponder connected already. I do. So it's just click, 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 and then I just click save. But I'm going to cancel that because I'm going to show you guys who is part of Traffic Wave how to do something as well. So if you guys click and you guys get to this part right here, what you guys are going to do is you guys are going to click this drop down. And this goes for any, if there is not an API connection to any service that we have, you can always grab your HTML form, and I believe it's posted inside of our Facebook group, the Traffic Wave HTML form, and I believe Renee Sullivan put that inside there as well. And I believe Lee also did a video on how to, a pretty good video on how to set it up. So I'm not going to go through the extension of how to set all that up, but all you need to do is click on HTML form code, go to the next step, and enter your form code right here. That's all you have to do. And then you paste it, and then it will generate the fields. And once it generates the fields, right, it's going to look just like this. It's going to come just to a screen just like this, and then you can edit any of this stuff right here. So if you want to leave your name off and only have the email, then you leave this off to no, and you can leave this to no. But if you want to have a name and an email, then you put this to yes, and then you click this to required field, and then you can also add icons. I'll show you guys. All right, so click on add icon. I already have a little icon right here, right? So if I wanted to, I click this one, but that's not what I'm going to do. So I can't show you the add icon. I will do it anyways. No, I'll show you guys later. I'll show it on a different episode. I'm sorry, because this is there, and I would use that icon, but I don't have the icon pack that I want in here, and I was going to show you guys how to actually load the icon pack, and I'll show it to you after I do this whole demonstration if you guys want. All you guys got to do is type it. And then Renee goes, yes, I figured it out. All right, so anyhow, once you guys are done doing what you guys want right here, right, then you guys go to this thank you page URL. So you guys can either redirect to a thank you page like it's saying and tell people exactly what you do, what to do, because you can actually create a thank you page, and we also have the templates for those to where you can actually give them step by step. So you can tell them, hey, thank you for opting in, da 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 da. Next step, do this, check your email. Next step, do this, confirmation. Next step, you could download something, whatever you guys want to do, however it is that you guys want to guide your people. Otherwise, you could just put a direct link in there, and it's whatever you guys want to put in there. Then you save it, and then you're done, right? And then you come back here, and then everything. This will be filled out. This will be filled out, and then I should have just saved it. I should have just saved it, right? I should have just done it instead of exiting. All right, so I'll check that, and I'll check this. So I'll have the phone number and that, so you guys can see that. And I'll just refresh the page. So there's the name, email, and phone number. And you can change the words on that too. Like when you're in that section, all you gotta do is add, change that, and you can go. You put your, your name, your email, your phone number, right? Whatever you guys want to do, however you guys want it. Then save it, and it's right there. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, so that's how that's done. You save it. If you want to preview it, you can preview it, and that's what it looks like. It all looks pretty much the same. What you see is what you get. There is no guessing game on it, which is really cool. You don't have to use those stupid building blocks. All right, so now we know this is in the Thrive Leads Thrive box, and it's called Demo 1, right? So now I'm going to show you guys how to add that to your landing page. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to create a landing page real fast. So I mean, I could go with any of these, but we're just going to create a new one. Call it Demo 1. And I don't care. We'll publish it and open it up. All right, so now I come over here and I'm gonna choose a landing page, and I could choose from all the 150 designs that we have, all these awesome designs, all these wonderful templates, right? We can go into the Thrive templates and see all the ones that we got in there that are awesome, right? And I'm like, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. So we'll just go here and we'll actually I'm gonna do a different one. I'm gonna do a podcast one because these ones look kind of cool. I like them. All right, so we're gonna do this podcast one, and as it loads up, it says thank you for signing up. We're gonna so now this is the second part of the podcast. I like this. I love the design on this. I don't know. It's just me. Maybe it's just me. All right. So anyhow, so as you're on this, now we have the start to download. So normally this would be your download, right? I'm just showing you guys how to hook up the light box. That's all it is. So we can actually change the button. Now on this button, it's going to be different, right? So if I click it, you're going to see link settings. So you just click link settings and it says start download. You change that and then and just put start now, right? Or whatever it says, and then leave it alone because I don't want to put a link to it. I could have put a link there, but I don't want to put a link there, and I'm gonna make that a little bit bigger. There you go. And then we're gonna go to an event manager. Okay, so that's where we're gonna do, and that's how we're gonna add that light box. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and click event manager, and once you click on event manager, you're gonna go ahead and add it. And then you're going to select the trigger that you want it to do. So you can actually do a click, whether they mouse over it or as soon as it comes into import. So what we're going to do, or viewport, and then what we're going to do is click it, and then we're going to select Open Thrive Leads Thrive Box. So that's where we just created that. So once it propagates, it's going to come over here, and then we're going to see which Thrive Box we're going to display. We click it, and there it is. That's the one we just did, Demo 1. So we're going to click it, and then we're going to save the event. So now we're going to close it. We're going to exit out of that. And then, oh, by the way, since we're here real quick, let me save this real fast. Those content templates, I wanted to see what those were real fast. So we have a content container. So we'll put it below it. What did I do this for? All right. Because that one, and then we have a video one. What is this one? Oh, okay. All right. So anyways, so we're going to preview this. Now, if you click it, there it is. Pops up just like that. Isn't that beautiful? Love it. Just love it, everybody. Just love that. Okay? I'm loving it. You're loving it. We're all loving it together. Just kidding. Anyways, so that's that part right there. That's how to do that. And of course, you know, that's for this. This is just the template I'm just messing around with. Now, you can change templates super quick. So anytime, and you can revert back to the theme by just doing this. And it'll go back to whatever theme that you just had. And also, I believe if you also click a pay Renee, and if you actually created a let's do something real quick. Let's start creating stuff real fast here. And yeah, I have my caps on. I didn't know it, so we're just gonna leave it alone. Let's do this. We're just gonna create some stuff real fast on here because I want to show you guys something real quick. I'm not trying to make anything pretty, so just bear with me. Oops. And then you center these. I should have centered those first. And if you center these first, and then you wouldn't have to do this again. And I could have made them smaller right off the bat too. And then, so matter of fact, I'll just delete these and then and then recreate these. Okay, so this is just, let's see here. You put some data elements in there. You can do a progress bar. Oh, no way. Oh, Thrive leads forms, so you can put those there too. All right, so you can add stuff over here too, so that's kind of cool. So you can grab stuff on the fly. I didn't even know I had my stuff over there. Let's see, because I just updated it. It's making cool stuff. And hey, if you guys are creating like web pages and stuff like that, and you guys want click the calls, you got click the calls too right here. You just put your information. So if they actually go to your page and they click this, it will actually click on their phone and dial them right away. It's kind of cool. So anyways, so we're gonna leave this just like this. I'm just doing this just for a little quick purpose, to show you guys something real fast, right? So there's your little progress bar, your countdown, right? So now I'm gonna go to a landing page, and I'm going to show what happens when you revert back to it, right? So I'm going to click on this one real fast just for, actually, I'm going to show you guys something else so you guys can see some of these. Okay, so here's a webinar page. We'll load that one up. So we load this one up, right? This one's already done for you. It's a nice little webinar page, right? You can change everything out. You got a different countdown timer in there. You will preview it, right? It's already done for you. It's already set up. Looks pretty nice. Cool little countdown. Sign me up. Boom. It's done. It's set up. Everything's done, right? Everything's already set up for you. And then you're like, yeah, you know, so I'm done with it, and I just want to revert back to what I had before. So you already created a website, and you used your web page to create this thing, and then now you're wanting to go back. So now if I revert back, it will allow me to go back to what I just had prior. See? So now you don't have to worry about, and it only does this if you created it on your website. So there's a difference. There's this website that's regular pages, and then after you've created your web page, then you can go to your choose your landing page. Then you can revert it back, and you can do it that way. So so that's that portion. So now I've shown you that. I've shown you that. Now I'm going to go to show you this. All right. So now, if you guys are creating pages, right? If you guys are creating pages or anything like that, and you guys want to put them on certain pages, if you guys want to put them on certain posts or anything like this, all you have to do is create a lead group. So I'll just use the group that I already have right now. So I have this scroll mat that's on right now, so I'm going to close these up so we can do this correctly. So as you see right now, this is the scroll mat that's coming, that's going to load up. Boom, that's the scroll mat, right? And then you'll see the one that comes in later right there. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna come over here, and I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna turn it off. All you gotta do is just click the button. So click it, and I'm gonna click it here. So now both of them are off, right? So they're off on the mobile, and it's off on the regular display. And what's the other ones? I'm going to turn this one off, and I'm going to turn this one off, and I'm going to turn this one off. So all of them are off. So now if I go to websites, to visit my website, I shouldn't see anything. See, it just went to a regular page with nothing on it. Now it looks pretty plain and bland, right? So now we're going to look at something that we want to create and put on that page, right? So let's go ahead and look at a in content one. So that way you guys can see, well, actually we'll start from the top. So we'll do a ribbon first. And so that way you guys can see what we're doing. So we're going to go ahead and add this one. And it's going to ask you lazy load forms. Turn that on because it helps load faster. And we're going to go ahead and create the form. And this one's going to be called the ribbon. Ribbon, oops, take off my caps there. Ribbon 1. Oh, see, I got to look down when I'm typing. Okay, ribbon 1. Create form. All right, so now we got the ribbon 1 form. Now you get a chance to select the trigger of how you want it to be displayed. Okay, once you click on it, it's going to allow you display on the page load, show after a certain period of time, show when the user scrolls down a certain amount of certain percentage of the content down, and then it also shows when the user reaches at the bottom of the page, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to do it on the page load because it's a ribbon on the top, right? So we're going to leave that alone and display immediately on page load. Now, displaying the frequency of it. So when you do this frequency, you can change these times. So what it is, this will be displayed all the time. This will be displayed once every 20 days. So when a person comes to your website, that person will see it once every 20 days, right? So sometimes someone might want to say they'll see it once a week. So that way they don't feel like they're getting jam-packed with, all that time, especially if you have a regular that comes. Okay, so if you have a regular person that comes to your blog all the time and is visiting all the time, you definitely want to make sure these settings are set to where you're not annoying your following. Because if you have a following that comes to your site all the time, you want to make sure their settings are set correctly, because that will annoy people if you have it coming off all the time, because they'll be like, right? And then you'll deter them away. So you want to make sure that these are set correctly. And I understand that when you guys see these, you're like, oh, these are awesome. I want to use all of them. Don't. You can use all of them. Just use one on, a different one on each page or something, but don't go hog wild with them and just be like, hey. But anyways, so I'll do this one all the time right now so we can see what it looks like all the time when we load it. But and then I'll switch it to 7, and then you guys can see if I click it and then I refresh the page, I won't see it again. So now we're going to go ahead and edit, and we're going to create this. Okay, so now we're going to go to the ribbons, and it's going to show us the ribbons, right? So now we have templates for ribbons, right? And you're like, wow, we got templates for everything. Yeah, we do. We have templates for everything because we want to make sure that you guys are set up, and so that way you guys feel like we're taking care of you. So there's all kinds of stuff that's going on right here, and we have all kinds of stuff, right? We have the new ones, view only multi-step templates. What? Oh, damn, these are multi-step ones. I love it. All right, so anyhow, so I'm going to, so let's preview these. So we can preview these and see which ones look hot, right? Oops. All right, so cooking with culinary masters. Watch a free demo of our tool. Free site launch promotional package. Book of Glamour. Want to triple your leads in 10 days? It's pretty cool. I like them. So click off all these and we'll look at this bottom row. And I like these ones for ribbons. I like the multi-step for ribbons because it's kind of up there and it kind of makes you think like, hey, what is this? These are kind of dope. I like these. So anyways, I'm gonna go with this bright yellow one. So we're gonna download that bright yellow one. We're gonna open it. Okay, so now if we want to, we can edit it, right? Because like I said, everything you do is editable, if that's even a word. So anyways, so as we're on here, we can change anything that we want on there. We can add stuff on there if we want to, but we're just going to leave it the way that it is, right? And we're just going to preview it real fast because I want to show you what happens when you click Start Now. Boom! Isn't that pretty sick? Now that's what you call a sweet ribbon to put on your website or your blog or your landing page or anything that you got, any, you know, just a slide and offer. And the other cool thing is we also have a scarcity plugin, and it's an ultimatum plugin which has all this on here, and you can set up cool things with it too. So we'll do that. We'll get into that some other time because we're running pretty short on time. But anyhow, so now we got this displaying immediately. It's all the time. That's the ribbon that we want, right? It's this awesome yellow one that does the weightlifting stuff. And now we're gonna go back to the Thrive Leads ribbon spot right here for our front page. Oh, we're gonna click on this to see where we at. And the one that we have is this ribbon one. It's good to go. We're going to click on the display settings. It's going to display on the front page because that's where we want it. So we're going to close this. We're cool. And so now, I'm going to exit out of that. So now if I visit the site, it should be on the very top of the page. There it is. Bam! Now how you like me now on that? So very cool ribbon. I got to practice doing more of these. Yes. And so that's what it's like. So now when someone sees it, they, you know, and you can, like I said, we could do, I'll show you this. This is cool too. And you don't have to, like, okay, so here's the trigger. So you can do after a certain period of time. So this is after 10 seconds. And we'll do a smart exit too. Use this option to trigger the form exit intent the visitor attempts to leave the site before it sets them up. No, I'll leave that off. All right, so we're going to do this after 4 seconds. That's my favorite number right there, number 4. All right, so 4 seconds. We're going to put this in here. So let's go ahead and refresh this. And it's done. Right? I think it's done now. Oh, there it is. Bam. So there it is after 4 seconds. So that's pretty cool. So if you want to keep messing around with it, you can keep messing around with it. So now if we wanted to do 13 seconds and save it, you could do the same thing and then just keep testing it. So like somebody could be scrolling around with it, you know, going around here, right? And they're just like here. And then finally like 15 seconds, 14 seconds later, and then all of a sudden, boom, it's going to pop up. Like, give me a second. There it is. You know, people are going to be like, whoa, that's awesome, right? What is that? You know, so, I mean, it's just cool little things that we add to it. We want to make sure that you guys are taken care of. That's the ribbon part of it. You guys, I'm sure you guys are getting the picture, the kind of understanding of how to create these. If you guys want more training on this section right here, then I want you guys to at least comment. You guys can comment here or definitely comment in the Facebook section and let me know there, because I'm going to be also tying into the Facebook group, because we, or not Facebook group, but the EGN community group, because I got to set all that stuff up inside there because we got a lot of cool things going on in there getting ready to happen. So as you can see, the Ultimatum is the plugin that we're talking about that does, the edit campaign for this. We'll just do one right here. So you can build from scratch. You have a 7-day offer. So if we just click that and then continue it, and then continue the campaign. So you could do these right here, and just you can do a different design. So it comes on the bottom, comes in right here, comes in over here. We have it set up to where we just want to be able to just take care of you, and it just, and these are basically campaigns of how they're set up, and you can just set the campaigns up to where they're just good to go. It's a 7-day thing. So, and I don't know, there's just a lot that goes on with this, and we just want to make sure that you guys have a full understanding on how powerful this system is, because like I said, we have the optimizer right here, the headline optimizers, where you can actually do the different headlines. Like we don't have any headlines in here now. Like you can add, like for that demo one. So demo is the only what do you call it? The only the name for that page, right? So if I wanted to, when we were on this section right here is to be tested and stuff, but when we were actually on that page, right over here, where's that at? So on this page right here, if I wanted to go to edit right here on the page, and this is the section in here. So if I wanted also to get rid of that, hide this and hide the breadcrumb that's on there, you can do that too. But you can create extra headlines. So instead of me going demo 1 like this, I can go demo today. Oops. Demo now. And then, so now I have demo 1, demo today, demo now. This is a demo as my titles. And now I can update this, right? And so now I have these, and I can view the test. Oh, so you got the test, the details over here. I haven't ran the test yet, but so now the test, the test is going now. So I just started the test. So now if I did the test, we can run these tests and it will start going, and you can actually stop the test and choose a winner. And then, or I could do automatic winner, and I have the settings are disabled, so we could change that, and then we can enable it. And then, so now when you enable it, you can actually change it to where you have minimum engagements, minimum duration, and then you can chance to beat the original. So if these ones right here have a better percentage than the original, then they'll. I mean, I'm sure you guys get the picture. So I'm kind of mumbling my words here. So anyhow, these will run a test against each other. Whichever has the best, it will archive the rest, and then it'll leave you the best headline for your post and page, whatever you guys are doing, and then you'll see the engagement and all that other kind of stuff right here will be running. So so let me come off of this, and so that you guys can see me, and stop the sharing. There we go. Hey, I'm back. So I've been just talking, but I want to be able to show you guys as much as I can on this. I'm so excited for everybody that's going to be part of EGN, and I'm part of this movement because we got so much stuff to help and make sure that you guys are successful in whatever opportunity you guys are part of. And if you guys trying to start your own business, we want to be able to be a part of that. We want to be able to help you, and we want everybody here to feel like they have something special. So, because we are, and plus you guys are. Everybody is. So, we want to make sure that we all are able to work together. And if you guys are, and everybody is listening, make sure that you guys are chiming in. I see a few of you guys in the groups helping people out, and that's friggin' awesome. I love it. And we need more of that. So if you guys have answers, and if you guys are creating stuff, show the stuff that you guys are creating. Show off some of your stuff. I mean, it doesn't have to be some of your secret stuff or anything like that, but if you guys got some cool designs and you guys want to be able to show off, or and get people motivated by saying, hey, look what I did. Look at what I did. Show it off. You know, you guys spend a lot of time doing some of this stuff. Feel proud about what you're doing. Don't feel like, oh, I didn't do good enough. I didn't do this. Don't ever feel like that, right? Because you guys are putting your time and your effort in whatever you guys are doing. So you're always worthy in whatever you guys are doing. So make sure you guys put something in there. Put something else in there. Make sure you guys read all the stuff that we have in there. We want to make sure that we are all connected and that we're all, you know, part of everything, because we want to make sure this is alive and we're actually truly communicating. You know, anybody that knows me knows that if you guys contact me, I will communicate and talk to you to the best of my ability. You guys all know that I'm super busy, but if I can stop for a second, I will say hi. I'm not one of those people out there that don't say hi, or, you know, if you say, hey, what's going on, Kev? I'm not one of, you know, I'm not like that. So that's just me, my personality, and I love you all. So make sure you guys get in there, be connected. I don't know what else to say. I'm just mumbling right now. I'm just excited too. So yeah. So otherwise, it's getting late, I'm sure, for all you guys, and I'm sure you all want to go to bed. I'm just going to be starting working on some more websites and templates, because and if you guys have any ideas, and if you guys want anything specific that you guys would like to see in there, because I got to start creating regular landing pages instead of the funnels in the free section. So if you guys want to see anything specific, let me know, and I'll have myself or some of my design staff to come in there and help design some pages in there for you guys, so that way you guys will have something in there, because I know that you guys want to be able to go in there and be able to quick. And right now I'm working on being able to have a template to where you guys will already, if you guys wanting to create websites, we'll already have a template in there to where you'll have a, I don't know, 3 to 5 page site already set up. So all you have to do is just download the templates, upload them to your site, and boom, you got a website. And it's going to have placeholders in there, and maybe probably a bunch of mumble jumbo words, but it's going to be set up to where instead of you trying to guess on whether or not it's the how to create a site or whatever, I'll already have the layout for you, and then all you have to do is just pretty much just replace all the images and text with your own. And if you want to edit and style it however you want to do it, it'll be set up for you. And we just want to be able to speed the process up for you, make things a little bit easier for you, and we want to make your learning curve a whole lot easier by being able to kind of smooth it in there for you. So if you guys have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask. And let me see if anybody, oh yeah, I got 2 comments right there. Let me raise this over here so I can see them. But if you guys got some cool designs and you guys want to be able to show off. Oops, not that one. All right, there we go. Let me come back over here. All right, let me look at the questions. Oh, what's up, Joseph? What's good? Have a good night, buddy. But yeah, so we'll definitely do, yeah, absolutely, Nate. And we're gonna do everything that we can to make sure that you guys feel super comfortable with this. And like I said, please reach out to me. Reach out to me. Say hi. I'm not gonna bite unless you guys want me to. No, I'm just kidding. I'm silly. And oh, by the way, I am a big goof, and I'm always happy, positive. I'm sure you guys have seen my post every once in a while, seeing nothing but positive stuff. And yeah, I'm always happy. I'm just a good guy to get along with, and you guys will see that. I'm pretty transparent and pretty honest about everything that I do. So you guys will all see that, and you guys will be hopefully this will be a good fit. So happy terrific Tuesday, and y'all have a wonderful evening. I'll talk to you guys soon.